Do you want to elevate your style, but you constantly find yourself reaching for trainers, yet you feel like you're past the trainer phase, or you just want to experiment with different versions of outfits that you currently have? You want things to be a bit more elevated, more sophisticated, but you don't know what other shoe to wear because you also don't want to wear heels 24/7. You want to be comfortable. In this video, we're going to break down the 4 shoes to wear instead of sneakers. But first up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and let's get into the first one. Number 1 is the loafer, a classic timeless piece that also goes very well in place of a trainer. You can wear a loafer with a off-duty weekend outfit. You can also wear it with a formal outfit. Like we see in this look, loafers can easily slot into the place of a trainer. You can just imagine an Adidas Samba, which I also like, but quickly swapping it out for a loafer like in this look also works really well. Next up, let's look at number 2. So when it comes to loafers, a suede pair like what we see here also elevates the outfit. There's something about adding different textures and playing around with different patterns that adds some more interest and intrigue to an outfit. So if you haven't got a pair of loafers or you're looking to expand your current selection, I would suggest perhaps looking for a suede pair, especially in chocolate brown. Next up, number 3, loafers can also go with your lighter outfits. Sometimes we can buy the darker loafer like a chocolate brown or a black, and it feels quite hard to put this together in a look. But if you expand the color range of your loafers, like getting a lighter pair like what we see here, they can make sure that this goes with your wardrobe as it follows you into spring and summer and for those lighter outfits. Now, number 4 is an important one because if we're talking about adding more personality and intrigue and interest to the outfits, then using socks is a great way to just add a touch of your personality or a pop of color, like we see with this look on the right hand side with the red socks, or even this really complementary similar tone sock that's shown in the main photo. Next up is ballet pumps. So we all know the typical ballet pump. There's truly so many different styles that we can choose from now, both in color and in form and shape. These are, when comfortable, a great swap out for your typical trainer fit, and they also make things look a bit more sophisticated, a bit more put together. Another reason why I really do like a good ballet pump is because they can also go from Monday to Sunday. You can wear them to work. They can also go with your outfits outside of work depending on the print and the shoes. For example, in this look we see print being added for more interest, more intrigue, breaking up the outfit and just adding some more fun to the look. This might not be something that you wear to work, but it is a way of getting your outfits to add that special zest and something else to it. Like we see in this look as well, adding pops of color through your ballet pump. So you don't always have to go for the typical black or brown pump or beige pump, as much as I love those. You can also go for a pop of red, a pop of pink, other colors that you might want to add into your wardrobe. And this can also sometimes, depending on the price of the shoe, be a more cost-effective way of adding color. You might not want to go for a bright red blazer, but you might wear a bright red shoe. And whilst we're on the topic of adding more color and more interest and intrigue to your outfits, texture is another important way to do this. They are ballet pumps that come with different textures, not just the suede, but also finding different types of structures of shoes, different types of textures can really help break a look up and make it look more interesting. And then we can also do this through shape. There are different types of structures that ballet pumps can have. You've got the more classic, typical and origin of the ballet pump on the left hand side, and then you've got a square toe and a red color, so 2 different contrasting elements that we've just spoken about in one shoe. And this helps take this very casual look that could have easily been completed with trainers but made it different. And next up we have the boat shoe. Similar to the loafer, this is another timeless classic that you can have in your wardrobe, and if you invest in a really good pair, could probably last you for years. This shoe has its own intrigue and variation of its own. You've got the lace detail, you've got the fact that even an older boat shoe can still look quite good if it's well made as well. So similar to the previous example, you can also take this kind of boat shoe into spring, potentially summer, depending on how hot it is on your side of the world. But just like this look, wearing a lighter colored shoe still goes with the spring colors like the white jean and the beige shirt and those lighter colors as well. Alongside the suede, this look looks so put together and just really effortless if you have all the pieces in your wardrobe. Again, and if you were really into trainers because of the variation that they can come with in prints and styles and colors of laces and all of that, you can experiment and see how many different colors or types and textures of boat shoes you should also get, because they can be quite well-rounded for the year and compatible with milder to slightly colder weather. Next up, we have to bring the socks variation as well in. They can really add that extra bit of personality to our outfit, help you pair the top half of the outfit like we see with this white t-shirt, matching with the white socks and the shoes. There's just different ways to incorporate socks in your loafers and boat shoe looks. Now, can we talk about the fact that you don't have to put down your darker color boat shoes or loafers when you have a lighter outfit? Typically, the white trouser may have immediately made you put these down, but you can see that when paired with not matching but similar colors on top, like this navy blue shirt, together with the brown bag, immediately pulls the whole look together. Still goes because of the darker colors on top that harmonize the look overall. Next, we're going to look at mules. Mules are one of those shoes that you can also wear in place of trainers, especially on the weekends when you're just catching up with the girls, you're just having a light stroll. You don't necessarily want something that's going to be painful, but you want a comfortable shoe and you don't want to wear sandals. You can go for the in-between, which would be mules. And like you can see in this look, this could have easily been completed with a trainer, but instead you add in mules. And in this look, slightly more formal, more put together. But having selected the right pair, the mules still go with what looks like a much more elevated look. Sometimes you just have to experiment with your wardrobe, because you may have said that by itself, this mule and this skirt would have never gone together, but look at how overall it comes together quite well. So here are a couple of my favorites. Definitely adding the socks with your loafers, your boat shoes. I love the fact that sometimes you don't need to buy new things. It's really your accessories that help pull together and make a look. And then next up, a couple of my favorites were that unexpected combo with the skirt and the mules. And then also add an unexpected color like we saw with the red pumps, the pink pumps, etc. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You can join our free newsletter in the link below and grab the Capsule wardrobe guide. And of course, can't wait to see you in the next one.